Hi everybody, this is Dan Talks Sense, and today I'm going to be doing a review of a fragrance called 24 Old Bond Street by the house of Atkinsons. This is the first time I've done a review from this house, so today I'm just going to give you an overview of what I think of the fragrance. I'm going to make a conclusion on whether I think it's worth its price tag. I'm going to tell you what I think it smells similar to, and give you a bit of information about its performance and projection. So if you want to know more about this fragrance, please stay tuned. Welcome back. So first of all, I just want to thank another YouTube reviewer, the Profumo Professor 101, because he sent me this decant in the mail. I've not smelled any fragrances from the house of Atkinsons previously, so I don't know what to expect in terms of quality. But today I'll just give you my impressions of wearing it and what I think, whether it's worth the price. I haven't actually looked at the price. I'll drop that in my conclusion at the end. And I haven't looked at Fragrantica or base notes to look at the notes. All I know is that it's a nice, it says eau de cologne. So when fragrances say cologne, for me that doesn't come across as a beastly fragrance. A cologne for me is a lighter fragrance that you would wear maybe in spring, summertime, but who knows, it could be just deceiving me on what it's going to be like. So I'll just give you my first impressions of the fragrance to begin with. So I always do my wrists and I do the inside of my elbow joints. I remember a while ago Jeremy Fragrance said about pulse points and how it projects, and I kind of believe him, because whenever I've sprayed my pulse points, it seems to have projected the fragrance more. It's just got kind of a nice citrus in there and spiciness to it. Really nice in the opening. And just as I expected, this is sort of a fragrance that you would wear in the summer, I think, and it's not going to offend people around you. I hear that quite a lot about offending people around you. It is true. You can wear a really strong fragrance and people, if you work in a close environment, and people won't really like that if it's really strong. You know, it can cause people to have headaches and stuff. I have heard of people saying if there's a strong fragrance around them. But from the opening, first time I've smelt it, really pleasant in the opening, spicy, maybe a little bit floral in there as well, and a bit fruity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed back later on in the day, come back to you, tell you if it's still performing. I'm going to spray on my neck as well. Welcome back everybody. I've been wearing the fragrance now for a good 3 hours. And what I would say is this is a really beautiful fragrance. I'll put the notes that Base Note lists as its main notes on the screen, but what you've got is juniper in the top, you've got some rose in there, you've also got some whiskey that it says is from a cask. So I think they mean that the nice woodiness that you get with a whiskey that's been settling for a number of years. But the most prominent note in this one is black tea. Now, I've always been aware that tea and black tea is used in fragrances. I've never really come across a fragrance yet and smelt one with tea in it. And today I really appreciated what a lovely note tea is in a fragrance. And what it did remind me of is these type of gift sets you get. So I was given this as a gift probably around Christmas, and I do apologise for whoever bought me this. It might be my mother and father, but orange spice is in there, zesty herbal tea, and this is what it reminds me of. You know, cardamom isn't listed on base notes, but on Fragrantica it is, and I did pick up some spiciness. It is a real frustration for me because the scent itself is really classy and really upmarket. What I imagine is a real, a more mature guy who dresses really well, and knows what he's about, knows his stuff, would wear this, and you'd really appreciate this. It is really classy, but it's an eau de cologne, and it's what I'd expect, really close to the skin. You'd have to be really close to somebody to smell this one, and that's what's frustrating for me, because the scent itself is really, really nice. I don't know if they've done an eau de parfum version or an eau de toilette version of this, and I will look for one now, because if you could get amped up performance of this, it'd be a really good investment, and it would definitely be a fragrance that I'd be interested in buying. Gone on Harrods website, and this is £95 for 100 mils. So I don't think I'd rush out and buy a bottle of this specific one, but if there is a better performing version, I would buy it, because the scent is absolutely divine and really, really nice. I did enjoy wearing this today, and actually today in the UK it has been thundering and lightning and severe rain over the afternoon, and this was actually a perfect scent for that. It's one of those scents that's quite comforting, really cozy, and I've had the TV on, and it's been one of those days. I don't usually stay in all day. I like to get out and about, but because of the weather I stayed in all day. But this was perfect, because some people say, what type of scents do you wear in the house when you're not around people? I think this is one of those fragrances, closer to the skin, really pleasant, really relaxing, and really delightful. I gotta say, Atkinsons, the scent wise, the notes work so well together. Just for me, I like my fragrances to project a little bit stronger and better. So this is the first fragrance I've smelt from the house of Atkinsons, and yeah, really nice. So if any of you out there that are watching have smelt any other of Atkinsons fragrances, I know they do some oud fragrances. I have heard of the brand, just not smelt them yet. So if you have smelt some of their fragrances, let me know which ones are nice, and I'll try and get my hands on a decant of them, because I did like the scent itself. So thank you everybody that's watched this video today. If you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button down below, and there will be more content like this on the way. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll speak to you all very soon.